virtual background.
Virtual background di kampus rada jelek.
Okay, now live on YouTube, please.
Peringatan Dies Natalis ke-60 Fakultas Psikologi Universitas Padjadjaran mengusung tema Future Path of Psychology, Improving Well-being in Hybrid Life. Menyelenggarakan rangkaian kegiatan virtual, diantaranya Silaturahmi Idul Fitri 2021, Webinar Konsep Kebahagiaan Menurut Islam, Well-being in Islam, Webinar Nasional Psikologi Kebencanaan, Awareness and Collaboration East and West, Social Anxiety, National Webinar and Book Launching. Live Instagram Profesiku untuk Bangsaku. Peringatan Hari Dies Natalis Fakultas Psikologi Unpad ke-60. PIO Unpad Reunited 3. The Second Padjadjaran Psychology Conference Series 2021. Janji Sarjana Psikologi, Sumpah Psikolog, Pelantikan Magister Psikologi, dan Doktor Psikologi tahun 2021. Temu Ilmiah Alumni. Dies Natalis ke-60 Fakultas Psikologi Universitas Padjadjaran, Future Path of Psychology, Improving Well-being in Hybrid Life.
Dear members of the Faculty of Psychology, congratulations with 60 years of excellence. Thank you, Frederick Boerba, for the nice and fruitful cooperation. Greetings from the Erasmus University in Rotterdam, the Netherlands. Yours, Jan Busbach.
Hello, I'm Professor Zhihao Yang from Guizhou Medical University, China. I'm here to congratulate the 60th anniversary of the Faculty of Psychology, Padjadjaran University. It's a very special number, and I wish you all the best in the coming years and look forward to visit you someday in the future and expect more collaboration between us. All the best, and I'm here to celebrate the 60th anniversary with you.
Dear friends and colleagues in the Faculty of Psychology, Padjadjaran University, greetings from Singapore. I'm Nan Luo. I'm a professor in School for Public Health at the National University of Singapore. On this wonderful 60th anniversary of your faculty, I wish you all happiness and many years of success, and I look forward to more collaborations with you in the future. Thank you.
Hai, Assalamualaikum semua. Saya Suhaibah binti Zakaria dari Universiti Malaysia Sabah. Saya merupakan alumni Angkatan 5 Magister Profesional UNPAD Angkatan 2006-2008. Walaupun sudah 13 tahun saya meninggalkan UNPAD, UNPAD masih tetap di hati. Dan saya ingin mengucapkan selamat Dies Natalis ke-64 tahun kepada Universitas Padjadjaran. Semoga sentiasa sukses. Salam sayang dari Malaysia. Terima kasih.
Congratulations, Padjadjaran University. I've been lucky to have been visiting you, and I've been really impressed by the enthusiasm of the teachers and the students. So keep up the good work. Congratulations from Radboud University, and on to the next 60 years.
My name is Yuri Tijdink. I'm a psychiatrist and also a researcher. And today I really want to wish you the best anniversary possible for the Faculty of Psychology. I am very grateful that we have established a beautiful collaboration in terms of lectures, in terms of research, in terms of friendship. And therefore, I wish all the best for the faculty, all the best for the university, and I hope that we really can foster our collaborations even further and even have live meetings in the future. Very warm regards, and enjoy, dear university, dear faculty, enjoy your anniversary today. Warm regards, Yuri Tijdink.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Professor Dr. Madiha Malik and I am the Director of Pharmacy, Hamdard University, Islamabad, Pakistan. I would like to congratulate Faculty of Psychology, University Pajajaran on their 60th anniversary. I would like to appreciate and acknowledge the efforts of all the faculty members, staff, as well as the students and alumni for the exemplary work which they have been doing over the past 60 years. I wish best of luck for the future endeavors to the Faculty of Psychology, University of Pajajaran. Sekali lagi selamat Hari Jadi Yang ke 60. Semoga berhasil dan terima kasih.
Dear friends, with great pleasure we congratulate the Faculty of Psychology of the University of Pajajaran with its 60th birthday. This congratulation is also given on behalf of the Faculty of Behavioral and Movement Sciences of the VU University. Our fruitful cooperation exists already 50 years. Thank you very much for the opportunity to work together. Our faculty and we in particular look forward to an excellent continuation of our friendship in the future. We wish you all the best in the period to come and hope to meet you soon in Bandung and in Amsterdam. Salam hangat dan sampai jumpa.
Fakultas Psikologi Universitas Pajajaran merupakan fakultas psikologi pertama di Indonesia. Memiliki banyak sejarah dalam pengembangan dan pemanfaatan psikologi, serta bereputasi di tingkat nasional maupun regional. Fakultas Psikologi Universitas Pajajaran resmi berdiri pada tanggal 2 September 1961. Dengan ketua fakultas pertama adalah Kolonel Dr. Sumantri Harjoprakoso. Pada tahun 1962, Dr. Enwar Atwiradimadja dipilih untuk menjadi dekan Fakultas Psikologi Universitas Pajajaran. Mulai tahun 1984, Fakultas Psikologi menyelenggarakan program pendidikan pascasarjana. Pada tahun 1996, seluruh kegiatan akademik berpindah ke kampus 4 Jatinangor. Visi Fakultas Psikologi Universitas Pajajaran saat ini adalah menjadi penyelenggara pendidikan tinggi yang unggul di tingkat regional dalam pengembangan ilmu dan penerapan psikologi bagi kesejahteraan umat manusia. Visi untuk tahun 2023 sampai dengan 2027 adalah menjadi penyelenggara pendidikan tinggi yang unggul di tingkat internasional dalam pengembangan ilmu dan penerapan psikologi bagi kesejahteraan umat manusia. Visi tersebut ditunjang oleh misi Fakultas Psikologi Universitas Pajajaran untuk mempelopori pengembangan ilmu psikologi yang berkelanjutan, menyelenggarakan pendidikan psikologi yang menghasilkan insan akademik yang profesional, menerapkan ilmu psikologi dalam upaya peningkatan kesejahteraan masyarakat yang berkelanjutan, serta mengembangkan insan akademik yang kompeten, berdaya saing, serta menjunjung tinggi etika akademik dan profesi. Untuk mencapai visi misi, sebagai institusi pendidikan tinggi, kami memiliki para profesor, tenaga pendidik dan tenaga kependidikan yang berkualitas dan memiliki dedikasi yang tinggi. Berpatokan pada slogan sensitif, care, responsive, respect, dan spirit, Sivitas Akademika saling bersinergi untuk menciptakan iklim akademik yang kondusif. Program studi sarjana psikologi Unpad adalah jenjang strata 1 di bidang keilmuan psikologi yang telah terakreditasi A dan memiliki keunggulan dalam pendekatan biopsikososial. Ditunjang dengan fasilitas perkuliahan dan laboratorium yang lengkap, serta pembekalan teori, soft skill, praktikum, dan kode etik psikologi, diharapkan lulusan sarjana psikologi dapat memiliki integritas moral dan mampu berpikir secara ilmiah maupun praktikal sesuai dengan kode etik psikologi Indonesia. Mendukung visi dan misi fakultas, para alumni turut berperan aktif dalam pengembangan fakultas di berbagai bidang. Sebagai fakultas psikologi yang memiliki visi untuk unggul di skala regional maupun internasional, maka Fakultas Psikologi Universitas Padjadjaran telah menyelenggarakan kerjasama baik di dalam maupun di luar negeri. Untuk mencetak mahasiswa yang unggul tidak hanya dalam bidang akademis, namun juga dalam relasi sosial dan soft skill, maka kegiatan kemahasiswaan memiliki nilai utama yaitu improvement, impact, involvement, dan teamwork. Kegiatan kemahasiswaan telah memiliki banyak prestasi di tingkat nasional maupun internasional, baik dalam kegiatan ilmiah maupun kelompok kegiatan mahasiswa. Kami percaya bahwa semangat untuk terus berkarya bagi masyarakat akan tercipta dengan adanya kerjasama dari berbagai unsur. Kami dengan senang hati mengundang Anda untuk datang dan bergabung menjadi bagian dari Fakultas Psikologi Universitas Padjadjaran.
Good morning. Good morning, Professor.
Hello, good morning,
Hello.
Professor
Good
Ramadana.
morning.
How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Nice
I
to see
just
you again.
Yeah, nice to see you. I was just thinking if I can, share my PPT. I'll try and then.
Okay. Can you submit to me or send to me?
Okay, I will
Right.
email it.
Okay.
I will email it.
Okay. Or you just send to the WhatsApp, please.
Yes. I will do that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Did you receive?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you. I'll send to the operator. Thank you.
Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Good morning from Bandung. It's 10 a.m. here and I think it's 8:30 in India. So let us pray and praise to God because of His bless and mercy we can come together without any obstacle and with healthy condition. Welcome to the visiting lecturer of Faculty of Psychology, Universitas Padjadjaran with the topic Well-being at Work. Here the event will be held for 2 days and we will have sharing session with lecturer from another country to widen our knowledge. Greeting to us all and to the Honorable Hope. Okay. Greeting to us all and to the Honorable of Head of Internationalization Office, Faculty of Psychology, Universitas Padjadjaran, Ibu Asteria Devi Kumalasari, SPC, MSc, PhD Psikolog, the Honorable Head of Department of Industrial and Organizational Psychology, Faculty of Psychology, Universitas Padjadjaran, Bapak Yus Nugraha, MA Psikolog, our honored speaker, Professor Dr. Afana Faidia, and our moderator, and also our beloved participants. My name is Aida Rahmania, and it's my pleasure to be your master of ceremony. On behalf of Department of Industrial and Organizational Psychology, Universitas Padjadjaran, we would like to extend our warmest welcome to all of you and express our gratitude because you have given your time out of your busy schedule to join us today on Zoom. And also you can see and access this webinar through Keimonezan YouTube channel. Okay, hopefully this visiting lecturer will be a fount of new insights to many more lecture, research collaboration, and also innovation in the various fields of psychology. Okay, now before we proceed to the next agenda, I would like to inform about the code of conduct for today's event. Yeah, okay, you can see the code of conduct on the screen. First, attendees are requested to rename their Zoom account with the formats shown on the chat box. The second, attendees are requested to mute themselves during the presentation, and participants and presenters may use the virtual backgrounds provided in the chat box. The attendees form from participants will be sent in the chat box during presentation or Q&A session. And during Q&A sessions, participant can type your question, or you can use raise hand and ask verbally. And you can also feel free to ask panelists in Indonesian. Our moderator will be happily translate it to English. Okay, to start off this event, please be in a position and respect and be ready for our national anthem, Indonesia Raya. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem. Thank you. To start us off, we would like to invite our Head of Department of Industrial and Organizational Psychology, Faculty of Psychology, Universitas Padjadjaran, Bapak Yus Nugraha, MA Psikolog, to deliver his welcome speech. Bapak Yus, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Miss Aida. Good morning from Bandung, the most beautiful city in the country. Dear Professor, friends, and colleagues, I have to tell the apologies of our Dean. She cannot be here because she has a meeting with the director, but I really glad here to greet you all, the participants from all over the university in the country, even some students and lecturers from our neighbor country. I saw so many students of UMM here. I saw. Thank you for coming in this webinar. Thank you so much for attending. And this moment, still conjunction with our 60 commemoration of our faculty. So it is an honor to have you all here, especially our special guest lecturer, Professor Dr. Alpana Fadia from Symbiosis College of Art and Commerce of Pune of India, to share her experience and her expertise in this topic. So thanks to the faculty, especially to Ms. Astria as a manager of the International Unit Office to open this webinar. Also all colleagues from IO department, the organizing and the steering committee, and all participants. So finally, thanks to moderator and MC and for DBP Digital Workplace class and have a good discussion. Hope you have a chance to discuss and have some collaboration with us. And thank you. So good luck. Thank you, Ms. Aida. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Bapak Yus Nugraha. And now we would like to invite our Head of Internationalization Office, Ibu Asteria Devi Kumalasari, FC, MSc, PhD Psikolog, to deliver her opening speech as well as to open this event. Please welcome Ibu Aster. The screen is yours.
Yeah, thank you very much, Miss Aida. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. It is such a blessing that in this beautiful morning, we can gather here virtually, healthy and happy, to gain knowledge and share our experience about psychological well-being in hybrid working. On behalf of the Dean of the Faculty of Psychology, Universitas Padjadjaran, I would like to welcome Professor Alpana Fadia from the Symbiosis College of Arts and Commerce in Pune, India. Good morning, Professor. Thank you very much for your willingness to share your knowledge and expertise with us. I also would like to thank Dr. Yus Nugraha and the Department of Industrial and Organizational Psychology for initiating the collaboration between Prof. Alpana and her institution and the Faculty of Psychology. We hope that this collaboration will result in fruitful outcomes to both institutions and their stakeholders. I would also like to thank our professors and senior lecturers. I saw here Professor Suryana Sumantri, Professor Diana Harding, Ibu Maya Rosmayanti. Thank you very much for coming, Ibu, Bapak. I hope you are healthy and happy today. And also the members of the Department of Industrial Psychology, thank you for coming and support our programs. Last but not least, I also would like to thank the organizing committee. Thank you very much for your dedication in organizing this meeting today. So without further ado, let us together learn and share and discuss. I hope that this event is beneficial for all of us, not only for ourselves, but also for our society. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Back to you, Aida.
Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Ibu Aster, for the inspiring speech. And thank you for all the lecturers that's coming. Before we start, I want to invite all of the participants to take a group photo. So please, everyone, you can open your camera. Yeah, so There are 3 slides here. For everyone who can turn on your cameras, please turn on your cameras. I will take the photo as much as the slides here. Okay, we'll take the lead. Please give your best smile. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, maybe we can use reaction right now for the second photo. Yeah, anything, any reaction you can use. I will give the love. Maybe everyone also can give reaction. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, one more time. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, for the second slide, I think there's still people that come to the slide, so I will make sure to take the second slide. Okay, give your best smile. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, everyone has taken a group photo. Okay, so thank you very much. Now let's move on to the main event of the visiting lecturer today. We are going to explore about well-being in hybrid working. As before, we will have our moderator for today's session, Bapak Yuri Ahsadi, SPC. Okay, the curriculum vitae will be shown on the screen. Yeah. Okay, so this is our moderator for today. Bapak Yuri Ahsani earned his latest degree at Faculty of Psychology Universitas Padjadjaran in 2019 and also have some work experience. Now he's currently pursuing his master and professional degree in industrial and organizational psychology, Faculty of Psychology Universitas Padjadjaran. So please welcome Bapak Yuri to guide this session. Bapak Yuri, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Aida, for the amazing introduction, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to continue this session. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to our honorable guests. Good morning to our beloved lecturers, and good morning to all of the participants around the globe. Thank you for being here with me today that we will be talking about psychological well-being and hybrid working. It is an honor to be the moderator for today's lecturing session, and it is an honor to have our speaker with us today, Professor Dr. Alpana Vaidya. Dr. Vaidya comes from India, from pretty much a far country, but through the magic and wonder of internet, we can all meet today and discuss about this thing in this Zoom meeting. So I would like to briefly introduce to you all about Dr. Alpana Vaidya. And she's currently working as professor and head department of psychology in Symbiosis College of Arts and Commerce in Pune, India. She has many educational qualifications, including PhD, Master of Philosophy, Master of Arts, Master of Education, Master of Project Management, and Doctor of Professional Counseling. She also has Diploma in Applied Mahayana Buddhist Psychology. She has 25 years of teaching experience in graduate and postgraduate level, and she also has an approved PhD research guide for Savitribai Phule Pune University, and she has 3 students that have completed their PhD under her, and 1 has submitted their thesis. She has completed research project on happiness index, emotional intelligence, and belief in a just world among students. She has presented papers at the national and international conferences, delivered keynote and talks in the symposium and conference, including this one. And she has also received an award for the best innovation in teaching at 2013 and granted Commission of India's Fellowship for PhD research. And she's also a table tennis university player, and she has got sports scholarship for that. So maybe one day, if we can meet, maybe we can have a game of table tennis together. Yeah, Dr. Vaidya. And now she is actively involved in activities in Savitribai Phule University of Pune for past 20 years, delivering lectures in several colleges on personality development, stress management, and communication skills. And she is currently working as volunteer and providing online counseling, Sakal Sobat Baluya, an initiative of Daily Sakal, a newspaper, a leading newspaper in Marathi language. And she's recently started an initiative, Manobal, which provides psychosocial support and various activities such as webinars, workshops, and research. And this Manobal initiative have reached the finals of the Innovations for Psychosocial Support for Health Workers, organized by TGI for Global Health, UNICEF India, and IHAP. So let us give our good luck for her in this initiative. And she also has 18 publications to credit at national and international level. And she also is the co-author of book on social psychology that is published by Pearson Publication. I'm pretty sure all of us here has at least read this book at least once in their lifetime to help their assignment. Yeah. And she also is the co-author of book published by HSC Board for 12 standard students. Dr. Faidia will be delivering lectures about psychological well-being in hybrid working. She will be delivering these lectures for 1 hour, continued by Q&A for 20 minutes. So I encourage all the participants here to ask your questions via writing in the chat box or by just use the feature raise hand to ask Dr. Faidia directly. So with that being said, all of the participants here, let us give our warmest welcome to our speaker, Dr. Alpana Faidia. Dr. Faidia, the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you so much. And before I start with the presentation, can we have a full screen of the slides? Yeah. So, Salamat Pagi and a very good morning. And
Selamat pagi, namaste.
Namaste. To everyone. I'm happy that a lot of students of mine have joined. Some people even have joined from United States, and even the students of your university and also from various countries. Thank you so much for joining this session in large number. At the outset, I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me for this special lecture on psychological well-being during pandemic, particularly in hybrid workplace. I also would like to mention, before I start with my actual presentation, that I was invited by Professor Yus in your university, Bandung. So I have visited Bandung and your university. It's a beautiful university and I have enjoyed the hospitality. We had a fruitful conference of which was based on health and well-being, I believe. So thank you once again this time for inviting me through virtual mode and getting me connected with all of you again. Also, I must mention here that today's lecture is part of our international initiatives program, which we have initiated with Symbiosis College of Arts and Commerce and with your university, because I'm sure soon we will be having various activities. So this is one such effort which is in the form of today's lecture. And soon we would also be inviting your faculty and who would be addressing our students on the topics of their specialization. Having said this, let me take you to the presentation. Next slide, please. So let me give you the outline of my presentation. First, I would be talking about hybrid. I know everyone knows about hybrid and workplace, hybrid workplace. Then I would be talking briefly about well-being and why it is essential for us to know about well-being in the hybrid workplace. What are the physical impact of COVID-19 and also hybrid? What are the measures that any companies or organization should be taking in order to reduce the physical as well as psychological impact? Then I'll be talking about psychological impact of COVID-19, particularly how it impacted entrepreneurs, how it impacted people working in various organizations, and what measures companies can take to reduce the psychological impact and improve the well-being at workplace. Next slide. Next slide. Next one. Yeah. So when we talk about well-being, when we talk about hybrid, we all know it means that particularly this COVID-19 pandemic, it made the companies to fall into two different buckets. One bucket was office first, then home. Another bucket was you can work from home. So these two buckets, and in between these two buckets, where one notices combination of working from home, and also sometimes you can also go to your company physically and do your work. So somewhere in the middle, hybrid work employee, they get a chance to choose whether to work online or whether to work offline. Next slide. So in short, I would say that when we talk about this hybrid workplace, one notices that first we have remote first, where you have all the work gets distributed. You can have you can get connected to people from various parts of the world. Like right now, we are getting connected. People from various places, we are connected together, working in a remote places. And then office first, where we have people actually working in the field. But then when one decides to have an hybrid session, what happens is some people can, you can work in the office for a few days, for maybe 2 or 3 days, and then you can work from home. Like today, right now, today I decided that I'll be doing work from home because my lecture was early morning and I wanted to be more comfortable. So my college gave me permission. So there was a flexibility that my workplace gave me, and it was very much comfortable for me. So when we talk about hybrid, there is individual commitment, there are dynamic choices, and also there is micro office. And that is the speciality we can say of this hybrid. Next slide. So when we talk about well-being, what is well-being? In my language, Marathi, we use the word samadhan. And I feel there is no parallel for samadhan. In English language, we talk about satisfaction. Or if we want to use Michael Steger's word, we will well-being at workplace is finding meaning at workplace. So when I find my work to be meaningful, when I say that I enjoy doing my work, then what I'm getting is, I'm getting satisfaction out of it. As a result of which, what happens is I enjoy doing my work. There is a sense of commitment. And I think that is what is more important. It gives a positive feeling to the individual. And whenever there is positive feeling, it makes individual perform better. Even the absenteeism rate is also less. And that is why we say that now in current world, more and more emphasis it is given on well-being at workplace, or promoting well-being at workplace, or mental health is equally important part of IO psychology. I remember in earlier days, we used to think that yes, clinical is separate, industrial is separate. I know these two are separate, but if we really want to understand human being and then problems that people are facing, it may be stress, it may be depression, It may be, certain personal issues, or maybe relationship between, the employer and employee over certain issues. Then we need an understanding of counseling psychology. We also need to have some understanding of even clinical psychology, because then and then only you will be able to understand what an individual is going through at workplace. Because this hybrid mode, it has also led to, people who are working in various settings, they are finding it very difficult to find out when to stop, when their work gets stopped, and when their responsibilities for their family, it begins. So all these things, it has ultimately led to stress. It has created challenges. People are finding that they're getting less and less time to socialize. And that is why well-being is a topic which is very, very important. Also, I would like to say here that now companies have also realized that mental health at workplace is very, very important. And therefore, they are also willing to invest a lot of money in well-being, in various initiatives that are related towards promoting well-being of the people. Next slide. Now let us try to understand why well-being in the hybrid work. Let us try to understand why we are, in the first section, I would be talking mainly about the physical health. How, COVID-19 pandemic, and particularly work from home, it has affected people in terms of their physical health. And then I'll be also highlighting upon psychological health. I know that there is relationship between mind and body. So if there is problem related with the physical health, it is going to affect psychological health. But just to make my presentation more structured, I'm trying to separate. While talking about physical health, I would certainly be highlighting about how to promote physical health, as well as there will be definitely mention of how to promote psychological health as well. So, according to the according to recent research conditions, what one notices is there is pandemic posture and quarantine 15. Now, why this pandemic posture? It is because of over-sitting. Because we are sitting on the computer for a long period of time, this has affected our body posture. Remote workers, they change to their desk. They suffer from physical as well as psychological dilemmas because of continuous sitting posture in one position. There is decline in the mobility. Now, if you will ask even the students, you will notice that students are also saying that, yes, we are sitting at one place, maybe for 2 hours, more than 2 hours. Like for our master's lecture, I know our lecture hours is continuously 2 hours they have to sit for the lecture. Now, if that is going to be the case, then what will happen? Now at workplace, even working hours are long. So if one is sitting with some same posture for a long period of time on screen, it will certainly affect. And this is what this particular research it has shown. So overall, I would say that this entire thing, it has changed our lifestyle in 2020 and early 2021. And as a result of which one notices that physical well-being and psychological well-being at workplace, even during with hybrid workplace, these two things, they are very important topics, and they need to be researched. They need to be taken care of even by the employers as well as the institution. Next slide. So in another research, I found that 82% of the workers who are under 35, they report experiencing one or more physical health issue for the first time during the past year. 70% they went as far as visiting a doctor or a specialist to address it. And their visit to the doctor, it was more frequent because of this work from home. Next one. Next slide. Now, 54% of remote or hybrid workers, they estimated that they reduced their mobility during the work hours by 50%. Now look at it. Like if your mobility, it is reducing by so much of, if more than 50% of the workers, they are saying that their mobility is getting affected, I think this is again a sign for worry. The average remote worker commutes just 16 steps from the bed to the workstation. Look at it, just 16 steps from the bed to their workstation because they are working remotely. Next slide. 78% of the employees, they reported that they feel concerned about the future health consequences. That an increase in sedentary lifestyle could lead to a long-term impact on them, on their life. And that is why we need to be talking about well-being, sustainable well-being at workplace. And I'm sure soon Professor Anna Maria, she is going to come up with one full book on sustainable well-being at workplace. Now, when we talk about mobility, as I have already mentioned, mobility during office hours, it has declined rapidly because of this remote working. Next one. On the typical remote work day, 24% of the employees, they never step out of their home. That means they are feeling comfortable to be sitting at home, working and being happy. 63% only walk to go to the bathroom or to the kitchen. All these facts and figures, I would say these fact checks, they are very important because if we really want to do any scientific research and if you want to talk, it is always essential, I believe, that we should be supporting it with the numbers, with the data. So I have also mentioned in my slides the source from where I have taken these statistics. 36%, they sit in their work chair nearly the whole day. Look at it. Now, if you are going to work sitting together, in your chair almost for the entire day, what is going to happen to the physical health of the employees? Next slide. So just to sum up, the physical health issues that people are facing at the workplace, 42% they report severe worse posture since they are working from home. 48% report an increase in the neck pain. 52% report an increase in the eye strain. 67% they have found these physical health issues bothersome enough that they have to go and take help of the doctor or the specialist or the physiotherapist. So what is necessary? What actions one need to be taking? Next slide. So the preventive steps that any organization needs to be taking is they need to be providing support to the employees. Now, providing support will include what? Providing them with the resources, providing them with the encouragement, providing them with the psychosocial support so that they can feel that there is someone who is, paying attention to what they are going through. It is a sort of connect that they will have between themselves, and also they will have with the people who are, for whom they are working. And ultimately, it will improve performance, productivity, and profit. Because at workplace, I always say that there are 3 P's that are important. One is performance, second one is productivity, and third P is profit. So if you want these 3 P's to be materialized, what is important is you need to be taking some care of your employees. You need to be providing them with psychosocial support. You need to be providing them with the resources. It may not be all the time, financial incentives, but there can be other type of incentives as well. I'm not saying financial incentives are not important, because during COVID-19, I'll also talk about what surveys in India they have shown. Financial support was something that was very important for the people. And yes, because some of the people, they lost their jobs. As a result of which, if one member within the family is a bread earner, then what is going to happen to the family? So along with the financial support, the companies or employers, they also need to be taking care of the physical health as well as psychological health. Now, when we talk about providing the resources, maybe a treadmill desk, then posture trainer, ergonomic chairs, and so on. Next slide. Or, motivating people to do the exercise. My friend, I'll just share my personal experience. My friend who is working in one IT company, and what she did was she started an initiative in her company. She said that every day, all the employees in her team, they need to be, working for some hours. And all that record, because now we have digital watch, through this one can, know how many steps, how many kilometers you had walked. So you have to give the record of how many steps you climbed, or how many kilometers you walk per day. And every week there will, when they have their team meeting, the person who had highest score, he would get some kind of incentive, some kind of reward. And the effect of this was everybody felt, no, I must do some physical workout, because it is equally needed, it is equally valued, and it is linked with the reward. So we all know that physical activity, it is very much essential. So it can be walking, it can be gardening, bicycling, tai chi, stretching, yoga, it can be, dance, you name it. And, you have varied exercises, and all these exercises, they in turn promote physical health. And when physical health is promoted, ultimately, what is going to happen is it is going to promote mental health as well. Next slide. So just to sum up, I would say that employees, they need to prioritize their health. Employers should ensure that their staff feels comfortable and motivated to take the steps needed for their overall health and well-being. So this part, it is related with the physical health. Now let us move on to the second part, that is psychological health. I hope all of you are understanding and able to reach out to everyone. Yeah. Next slide. So when one talks about this psychological well-being and overall well-being at workplace, in this hybrid work system, we all know it is the need of the hour. We cannot run away from this hybrid work. So most of the time, well-being and mental health and well-being, it gets overlooked. Or at times one notices that there is a stigma that is associated with mental health. So when any employee feels that he wants to discuss about personal issue or mental health related issue, he feels very uncomfortable because there is a taboo associated with it. Or studies, they have shown that people are afraid of talking openly about their mental health related problems. Now, why this particular thing happens? What needs to be done so that people will comfortable talking about their personal issues, or they will feel comfortable talking about their mental health issues as well? And here I'm going to take help of one case study which I came across and which I'm still handling. And so just, can we go to that slide? So just 2 days ago, earlier slide, before. Before this. Yeah. So just 2 days ago, there was a call. As I have told you, I'm volunteering for one helpline. And this person who is around 37 years old, and first thing he said was, Madam, I hope nobody is around you and nobody is listening to what I'm saying. First thing. Second thing that he said, then he said, if I'll talk openly about my personal problem, are you going to tell this to others? I hope you are not going to share with anyone. We are psychology students. I call myself as a student. We are psychology students, so we know that we are going to maintain confidentiality. We are not going to share the problems of anyone with problems of anyone by their names. So all the things we take care of. Then once he was ensured that yes, his problem or the person's problem was not going to be shared, then he started opening out and then he started talking. So there are, first thing that he talked about was due to COVID, he lost his job. He's still searching for the job, which he is not getting as per his expectations and as per his qualifications. As a result of which he is saying that he's married, he has 2 children. So how his family is getting affected. All these things make him feel depressed. He said, I'm taking help from the, I'm taking treatment from the psychiatrist, but still I feel that if I get a chance to share my problem with someone, therefore. So look at this, all these things, what they are showing is now this entire life change has created importance of mental health at workplace. And this workplace, so what are the psychological impact of all these things? It leads to burnout. We all know this term, burnout, stress, anxiety, depression. These are the common psychological problems that one notices at workplace. So we need to find out, next slide, what is the solution? How to, solve this particular problem? Again, before that, let me give you the statistics. It's not from my country, but I want to thank my PG students who are doing an internship from me. they have given me this report. So if you look at this particular statistics and this graph, you will come to know that how slowly by December 2020, number of people suffering from anxiety disorders, they have increased. Symptoms of depressive disorders, they are on rise. And also anxiety and depression together, they are on rise. And that again shows that we in IO psychologists, we have an important role to play at workplace and promote health and well-being. Next slide. Now, coming back to statistics, which is there in India, it shows that 36% of Indian employees, they are suffering from mental health issues. And when I was writing on sustainable well-being, I have also come across a lot of research articles in India. Because of paucity of time, I won't be able to give all the review of literature. But in Indian setting, most important thing is, most important problem that people are facing is there is a stigma associated with mental health. It is considered as taboo. And as a result of which, people, they don't talk openly about their mental health issues and their problems. This is not only the situation at workplace, but even one of the client, she said that because I'm taking medicine from the psychiatrist, and my husband said that I have now, since I know that you are taking medicines from the psychiatrist, they got divorced. Now look at it. There is, look at the situation, look at the attitudes of people towards mental health and people who are suffering from mental health related problems. Now, 50% of the people, they are worried about uncertain future. They are worried. 40% of the people, as I have already mentioned, finances, which is very, very important. We all are from the developing nation. So for us, what is important is, if we go by Maslow's need hierarchy, is yes, getting money at finding a job, getting a good salary is still very, very important. And for 40%, personal finances and career growth, it was the very, very important. Next one. Next slide, please. Now, if we go by if we go to the statistics, which is there in United Kingdom, it shows that 14.7% of the people, they face mental health related problem. Women who are working as full-time employers in company, they are facing mental health issues. The percentage is 19.8, and for males, it is 10.9. And sickness due to absence of absentee at work because of the sickness, it is 12.7. This is the situation in United Kingdom. Next one. Now, according to McKinsey report, the problems of remote, I will not go too much into details, but they have highlighted some problems. There is problem of remote working. Employees, they are facing issues in terms of maintaining work and life balance. And this is particularly very, very important for women who are married. And isolation, because I have already mentioned that one has less amount of social contact, which in turn leads to social isolation. Feeling insecure about future, insecurity about the job, and so on. In another report, which was conducted by Microsoft in 2021, 66% of the business people, they said that redesigning physical spaces redesigning physical spaces to better accommodate hybrid work environment is the need of the hour. And I must thank the organizers for taking up this particular issue and organizing this particular, visiting lecture series, because this is very, very pertinent problem at workplace. So hybrid is here to stay, and it is going to be the future of work. So what efforts one need to be taking that we are going to see in the following slides. Next slide. So what are the efforts that the employers they need to be taking? Providing support, reducing stigma around mental health, encouraging open communication, because this is very, very important. Encouraging connectivity. It may be using digital media platform, or it may be physical connectivity. Then providing safe space on-site as well as off-site, introducing mental health champions, various programs, improving internal communication, using technology effectively. Next slide. According to WHO guidelines, what needs to be done to improve the health and safety at workplace is protect, promote, and address. So protect mental health by reducing work-related risk factors. So what are reducing work-related risk factors? So earlier slide, we have already listed the points: flexibility at workplace, then providing support, and so on. Promoting mental health by developing the positive aspects of work and the strengths of the employees, and addressing mental health problems regardless of the causes. Cause may be family, it may be family, or it may be workplace related problem. Next slide. Now, what are the good interventions? So as per the guidelines of WHO, implementation and enforcement of health and safety policies and practices, identification of distress and harmful use of proactive substance and illness, and providing resource to manage them. Involving employees in decision making, which is a very good HR policy, which every company need to be taking. Involving people in decision making. Conveying a feeling of control and participation. So whenever there is an involvement and participation of everyone, then people, they feel like there is a kind of we feeling, and that motivates people to work. Organizational practices that support healthy work-life balance, which we have already mentioned. Then there should be, sorry. Programs for career development, recognizing and rewarding the contribution of the employees. This is again very important, I feel, because feeling of recognition and is very, very important. Recently, we worked on the topic of appreciation at workplace. And our research, it has shown that when any boss or authority recognizes you, appreciates you, there is pat on the back, there is an appreciation that motivates people to work. And this is not only related with the workplace, but this is also applicable, I would say, in the family. If we tell our mother that, okay, you did a delicious dish today, and you appreciate her effort, I think that makes her feel, very happy. So what I'm saying here is appreciation, recognition, and rewarding. These three things, they are very important because they ultimately contribute towards mental health. Next slide. Now, making certain adjustments for the members of the staff who are struggling with mental health issues. So what needs to be done? For such kind of employees, what is needed is we need to be, once the employers, they are aware that people are XYZ is suffering from mental health related issue, it is legal duty of the company or employer to make the reasonable adjustment, helping the staff to cope with and recover, and then treating someone with mental health condition unfavorably. Why? Because their condition is discrimination, and employees, they have a legal right to challenge. So if there is discrimination because somebody is suffering from mental health, then employees, they have every right to fight for the legal battle. So certain reasonable adjustments, they need to be made at the workplace. That is what we are saying. Next one. Another thing that employers, they can do is adapting the workspace. Now, what is adapting the workplace? Making it quieter, flexi time, provision of self-help material. There are a lot of toolkits that are available nowadays, and even my students, my TYBA students, they are preparing toolkit as part of their internship program. Increase supervision from the manager. If any employee feels that he needs special help, then supervision. Then introducing a buddy system or mentor system, which is very, very important. Even at workplace, it works out effectively, providing extra support with managing workload and additional training and mentoring, like organizing various programs. It may be related with physical activity. It may be like yoga session or dance therapy, or any activity session. It may be using online or offline mode platform. Next one. Now, certain things from organization side to promote well-being include ensuring that employees, they feel valued, feeling of mutual trust, empathy. The word empathy, it may sound very easy, but it is very difficult to practice. But empathy is very, very important. I'm sure you all know the meaning of word empathy, putting ourselves into the shoes of others. And it is very much essential, not only at workplace, but I would say that even at each and at every stage at every walk of our life, we need to be taking care of, we need to be practicing this empathy. There has to be genuine care for the emotional well-being of the employees so that one can build on sustainable workforce. And this is very important. Emotional well-being. Well-being of the people is taken care of. It is said that when, at workplace or even for student counseling, when we come across various psychological issues that the students are facing, emotional well-being is also one of the thing which is we have realized that it needs to be addressed. And for majority, the research, it has shown that for any work, if somebody is not able to perform well, there may be problem which is related with the emotional well-being of that employee. And therefore, efforts need to be taken care so that emotional well-being of the employees, it is promoted. Next. Next slide. So at the end, I would like to quote Gautam Buddha. Health is the greatest gift. Contentment, the greatest wealth. Faithfulness, the best friendship, the best relationship. So with this word, with this quotation, I once again thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to present my views related with psychological well-being at during hybrid workplace. And I thank you all for patient listening. And now we can take the questions. Thank you all. Terima kasih.
Okay, sama-sama Dr. Faidia. Thank you for your lectures. It was really insightful. If I can summarize that hybrid working is like now the best of both worlds between remote working and working from office, because it provides us with opportunities, but also it has negative consequences, both physical and psychological. And in the psychological issue, we can see that people still uncomfortable about talking about their personal issue because there are still stigma about the mental health. Because of that, employees need to prioritize the health and employers should ensure that their employee feel comfortable and encouraged to take steps needed for their health and well-being in order to maintain productivity, performance, and profits. Because it is a legal duty for the employer for making reasonable adjustment for the staff with mental health issue by efforts like empathy, flexibility, make the employee feel valued, trust, and of course genuine care for their well-being. And of course health is really a treasure, yeah, like what Dr. Faidia say. And like now let us move to the Q&A session. Now we have several questions in the chat box. The first is from Ibu Irna Minauli. Ibu Irna, may I ask you to deliver your question directly to Dr. Faidia? Ibu Irna.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Professor. Sorry, I cannot use my camera because it is low battery in my phone. Okay, my question is, according to my opinion, based on my experience, frankly speaking, I prefer work from home, give my lectures by online, because it is saving a lot of time, a lot of my time, money, and energy. So according to me, it is improve my psychological well-being because I have a lot of time for leisure time with my family. So what is your opinion about this kind of issue that actually some people feel happy with this online lecture or online working from home? Thank you, Professor. That is my question.
Sorry, Dr. Faidia, the mic is still turned off.
Yes, thank you so much for asking this question. This is very much, I do agree with you. There are some people who still feel that they are more comfortable because by now their workstation at home, it is all set. They are comfortable and that makes them feel, it's better I do my work from home because it is reducing my time, particularly it has reduced my travel time and so on. But if one can think of supplementing this remote working with at least once in a week, if you will go to your workplace, I think that will also make you feel comfortable. Because I remember during when our college decided that now you have to come physically to college every day. Initially, what you were experiencing, same thing I also experienced. But now, once college, we are going physically, there is a lot of interaction that is happening. Also, there is exercise that is that because you are moving from one room to another room. There are a lot of things that have become easier. So yes, you can make the adjustment in this way. Okay, like 3 days I'll do remote work, and 1 day maybe I'll go physically. You will find that this hybrid would be more comfortable and welcoming for you.
Thank you, Professor, for your explanation.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Ibu Irna, for the question. And next, we have the next question from Ibu Swasti Wulandiyani. May I ask you to ask to Dr. Faidia directly?
Okay, I try to. My English is not good, but I hope you can understand my answer. Professor, what's your idea about the duration for us to do the hybrid or the online teaching or activity? Because some references suggest that it should be not more than 7 hours, but in reality, we always do more than that. And yes, even I I do the break. A short break in between, but hybrid or the online teaching or activity, because some references suggest that. I'm sorry. I hear other. Can I continue a little bit?
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Okay. What do you think about the duration, especially for us? A woman, if we do the online teaching in our house, because sometimes we distract with housework as a wife or as a mother in our home, and actually I do the short breaks in my daily activity for some stretching, as you said, for like yoga, a simple yoga to release my muscle from sitting every day. But I think it is not it's not helping me until now, because in reality I have to do the online activity until 12 hours in a day. So would you give me a suggestion? Thank you, Professor.
So I do understand that when one is working remotely, it is very difficult for us to have a line of demarcation. This is my house and this is my work. And we do experience that work is not getting stopped. We are continuously working. But in that, once we accept it, once we accept this fact, and then I think it will help you. And as you have rightly said, you are doing physical activity, you are doing yoga, stretching, all this will help you to promote your physical health. But if you have this negative view towards I have long hours of work, then that will not make you feel psychologically. So there will be a psychological barrier. So I would say that if we may try to change our perception towards, this is what I have to accept. Beyond this, there is no other solution. I think that can help you. Or maybe, as I have told earlier, you can think of, maybe once in a week, I will go in the university, and then I will take the lecture. Or see what happens when you go physically, or when you have, socialization, you talk with your colleagues. That is also, that helps you reduce your level of stress. So I think that can also help you. So that would be my answer.
What you suggest in a day? How many hours you suggest us for a day
work
online activity?
Activity? Which activity?
Online
activity.
Online.
Okay, okay. See, I don't know what is your work as per the your university rule, but for us, we have 20 hours per week is our workload.
20 hours.
So like 5 hours we have to work every day. But being the head of the department, you know, the work doesn't get over at 5. So it gets extended. We have to accept and then and enjoy doing our work, I would say. Okay. But I definitely, understand what you are saying. But yes, we have to find out our own, in our own way, what can be done. Because if we say that we are enjoying what we are doing, and I'm sure we all enjoy teaching, we all enjoy, taking the lectures. But off the record, when it comes to admin work, it is a bit different.
Okay, thank you, Professor.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, thank you for the question, Ibu Swasti. That was a really interesting question, yeah, because mothers and women in general have their challenges in working from home. They have work in the house, and of course, the men can also help the women in this context. Yeah, so it's not only the woman that only works. And the suggestion of Dr. Faidia is to take this work as something to accept and or to adjust our perspectives on the work itself. Yeah, it is really insightful. And now we're moving on to the next question from Ibu Maya, my lecturer. Ibu Maya, may I ask you to deliver your question directly?
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, everybody. Hello, Miss Alpana. It's so nice to have you again here. I'm so sorry I couldn't on my cam because the network is unstable. Thank you, Yuri. Well, maybe my issue is quite the same with Irna. After 2 years of working from home, I have gotten used to it. Yes. So I think the time we spend for mobility and going to the office can actually be used for fun things at home, like exercise, gardening, hobbies, etc. So for me, frankly, working from homes makes my life and work more integrated and flexible. In fact, maybe hybrid work will cause new problems to adapt again. Yes. What do you think about that? In my opinion, I think it depends on the nature of task and personality of the employee. My suggestion is maybe this work is good work from home, and on-person contact in hybrid, it's better for socialization, but not for work. So what do you think? Ms. Alpana, thank you.
Yes. If you will, there are students who are also present for the lecture. If you will ask the students, they are really desperate. I mean, when all of them, they really want to come back to college because in my country, in my college, the students are not still allowed to come physically in the college. We are going physically to college. And that is why what happens is it's a two-way process. So if we look at it from the student's point of view, the kind of connect that we have when we have offline lecture and the kind of connect that we have when we have online lecture, there is always a difference. That is one point. And I also, that is one point, and that we need to be taking care of. Secondly, in terms of looking at from our convenience point of view, yes, this has given us a different perspective, and also colleges and universities, they are making efforts to make the session hybrid. Initially, any change, we always are uncomfortable. Don't you think so? Because when we started having online, it was initially uncomfortable for us. Oh my God, how are we going to adapt to the technology? How are we going to take the classes? But now we are used to it.
Yes.
So maybe over a period of time, when the hybrid session, maybe once in a week or twice in a week, you have to go to the university. Then also we will find that, okay, it is comfortable, and we will accept that change. So yes, that would be my answer. So let us enjoy whatever is coming on our way, live in the present, be mindful.
Yes, be mindful. Be mindful, and we need a suitable time to adjust between remote and on-person contact. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Ibu Maya, for the questions. I think everyone has their own preferences, but through times, everything that we must face, we will find a way to adapt, and it is not an easy thing to do, but if we be mindful and do not take things for granted, one day we can adapt efficiently with the new way of working in the future. And now for the next question. Yeah, thank you, Ibu Maya, for the question. And now for the next question is from Ibu Diana Harding, also my lecturer. She has raised her hand. Yeah, please, Ibu Diana.
Thank you. Hello, Professor Alpana.
Hello.
Thank you for your wonderful presentation. First, I am totally agree with you on perception. The hybrid is a unique approach of work which gives flexibility to worker. However, I have a question that perhaps we can try to discuss regarding the hybrid mode of working. There is the tendency where the work-life balance become an issue. As people struggle to find a good balance of working and spending their time with family. What do you think that should be done to achieve a good work performance, while also aiming for improved well-being? Do you have suggestions on important aspects to design and effective hybrid work? Thank you very much.
Okay. Now, if I understand the question rightly, what can be done to make the hybrid workplace effective so that the performance is improved?
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is what we are discussing. So there are two things that one needs to be doing from the organization's point of view and from the employer's point of view. And what we have said is certain activities that will promote physical health. So for physical health, maybe we can have various, yoga session, meditation session, we can have stretching, walking, and so on. And for psychological well-being, social support, then all the activities that we have mentioned right now, we have discussed, and are there in the presentation, like providing psychosocial support, provision of counselor, various initiatives to be taken by the company, so that the psychological health or mental health of the people who are working at in various workplace, it is promoted. So that would be my answer. Since we have already covered most of the things, it will be repetition and unnecessary. That's why I'm just cutting it short.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Ibu Diana, for the question. We should also have an awareness that this well-being in hybrid workplace is not only the responsibility of the employers, but also the employee themselves also have to have their awareness of the importance of well-being, and the employers should also provide support and resources necessary to support the health of the employee of the organization themselves. And now for the next questions, do you have a next question? I think, do we still have time for the next question? Maybe the committee or the presenter?
Okay, can I?
Yes, please, Pak Yus.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Yuri. Hello, Professor Alpana. This is such kind of interesting and complete description about the what is the well-being and how we are working in the hybrid working. As you mentioned that hybrid working is our future work style probably, but as also Bu Irna, Bu Maya told us that there must be a new problem to adapt the new rule or new style of our working. In your opinion, what kind of work, let's say that I'm now quite comfortable to work at home because I'm already 1.5 years here, stay here with all the impact to my health, right? I'm sitting here for 5 or 6 hours, gitu. And now, okay. So, in your opinion, what kind of work? Probably because we are a psychologist, so we have to help to assist organization and also the employers, the employee to have the productive work and also well-being for the employee. Is there any difference between one or two organizations? Let's say that we are in the university and they are also on our hospitality business or in the manufacture business. Only that's. Thank you, ma'am.
So if I get the question rightly, thank you for the question. Again, I'm saying that for past 1.5 years, we also have done the same thing, doing work from home. So initially, it was really difficult to come out of home and then going to college and then starting the work. But at the same time, the care, today I'm taking my lecture from home. I'm given the flexibility. So if your organization is giving you that flexibility, I think that promotes well-being. But that does not mean that every day I will get this kind of flexibility of working from home. Because today we have this lecture, it was in the early morning, and when I got I got the permission. So flexibility is one part. Second part, I would say, is at workplace. They are taking all the care, though we are going physically. So all the care is taken, temperature and all the things they are taking care of. So slowly, one feels comfortable. We follow social distancing norms. So students are not coming physically to the college. So everything is, we are taking our lectures from our workstation, from our cabin that is allotted. this is my personal experience. Now, coming back to the other part in general, if any organization, they want to have hybrid session, yes. If we look at the other part also, most of the companies, there are a lot of things. It is a kind of cycle. So when we go physically and do our work, there are a lot of people who are depending on it. I'll just quote one study that was published in one of the newspaper. Hinjawadi in Pune, it is a IT bed. We call it Hinjewadi. Some people call it Hinjewadi. I'm Maharashtrian, so I pronounce it as Hinjawadi. It was a village, and now that is declared. That is our IT hub of Pune, and there are a lot of people who used to depend on this IT hub. So, what sort of things? Hotels, eateries. Then a lot of people, they invested in the property in that area, so that people will they can rent their house. But with COVID, what happened is people, they went back to their respective home. They are doing work from home. So as a result, economy is affected. That particular. That is what the thing is. So it is very complicated. It is very complicated. But yes, I'm not saying one should be going physically. Given a choice, yes, we are now comfortable. We have got the technology. We know how to use technology. And thanks to all the engineers and scientists who have developed the technology and who are trying to make our life comfortable. And yes, so soon whenever we'll be having students coming on campus, then certain measures will be taken. We cannot have, all the students coming on campus at a time because we have to follow social distancing norms.
Right. Thank you, ma'am. So we still have another new challenges for the new.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
It is a kind of new beginning and new challenges and new opportunities.
Yes.
Let us be positive.
Okay, thank you. There is some friends, colleague from UI, Bu Yangki, Bu Berti. Probably you have, ma'am, the question. Also from your student, ma'am.
Yeah.
Would you please to ask your student to ask here so we can
Yes.
Thank you.
Anybody? Yeah. Anyone would like to ask, make any comment, any thing? Please feel free.
No?
Anyone?
Okay. So I left
Yeah.
you to you, Mr. Yuri. Thank you for the opportunity to ask to Professor. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Bapak Yus, and thank you, Ibu Faidia thank you, Dr. Faidia, for the answers. And we can see that this hybrid working or work from home people have their own preferences, have their own way of dealing with it. But in the future, we have to remember that it is an opportunity, and of course, with opportunity comes challenges, and it is fundamental for us to have our resources and our way to dealing with those challenges to get the opportunity for this hybrid working in the future. Yes, I think because there are no questions left here, may I ask Dr. Faidia to give your final statement for today's lecture?
So before I give my final judgment, let me thank Professor Yus and all the dignitaries from University of Padjadjaran, and also all the faculty of psychology members from IO Psychology Department, and also to you, moderator, for doing an excellent moderating session. Also, I would like to thank IMC Master of Ceremony for today's program, and everyone who is present here, your students, my students, for presenting, for attending this lecture in large numbers. We hope to have our continuous association in future, and not only in the form of webinars, but we will also try for collaboration, maybe research collaboration, or maybe internship programs which we can give to our students. And also regarding today's session, as Professor Yus, you have mentioned, with hybrid, new challenges, new opportunities. And with these new challenges comes new opportunities. So let us be positive, let us be mindful, let us accept the challenge, let us accept the things, and let us maintain our physical as well as psychological well-being so that we are able to perform and contribute towards the well-being of the family, organization, and society. So that's it from my side.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Faidia. We are thank you as well to you. And for the participants, don't forget to be mindful and be present in this condition to face the challenges we will face in the future. We don't know what the future will bring, but we do know that we can be prepared for that. And we are so grateful, Dr. Faidia, for your appearances and your lectures today. We have got a fruitful discussion. We have gained some new insights about well-being, and that is hybrid working and the consequences of hybrid working, including physical health and mental health. We are so grateful to have you here. And for all the participants, may I ask you to give your reactions, clapping as a form of appreciation to Dr. Faidia?
Yes, sure.
Yes, thank you. And on behalf of the Faculty of Psychology and on behalf of IO Department of Psychology, I would like to invite Bapak Yus Nugraha to give the certificates and the souvenir as a token of our appreciation and gratitude for Dr. Faidia.
Okay. Okay, Professor Dr. Alpana Faidia, thank you for your such an amazing presentation, fruitful, substantial of your well-being and working in the hybrid working. So as you already mentioned also, this is not the first and not the last. So it's the beginning of this our collaboration, right? So you asked me that next time I will be the presenter of your institution, right? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for that. Thank you very much for your time, for your this material so fruitful. Thank you, thank you. And also for your students who are now from India, Pune, from US also, and so many friends here came to your interesting presentation. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
And for the committee, I would like to ask your assistants to take a commemorative picture for this appreciation certificate. Yes, I will on my comment. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you. And next with the souvenir.
Okay, Prof. Alpana, this is a kujang. Kujang is the blade weapon of our native of the Sundanese people of West Java. So this is the blade, right? So it's so sharp, and also the philosophy of this kujang is sharp. Also present our critical thinking, brave, and the power of this kujang. We call it Kujang, kujang. Thank you for this. Hopefully this will interesting for you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
And looking forward to your presentation for our students.
Yes.
Soon. Thank you so much.
So, okay, so on January, right? Probably
Yes,
January.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you again, Professor
Thank you all.
Alpana.
Yeah. I leave now.
Not yet, okay.
Okay.
But if you have any activity, you may. But we still have. All right.
Okay.
Yes. Hopefully, with this token of appreciation and this certificate, we will continue to collaborate. Dr. Faidia, through research and through seminars and everything. And with that, I personally are so grateful to have you in here, Dr. Faidia. I hope we both can learn something from this session as I do. And I'm sorry if there is some mistakes. I'm very thankful for your participation. And with that, I would like to give back this session to our amazing MC, Aida. Thank you very much to all the participants and have a good day.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you once again to Professor Alvana for your enlightening presentation. I think we all agree that we have some insights since we also, students also experience the same phenomenon as we are on our hybrid learning. So thank you once again. Okay, and thank you so much for Mr. Yuri for skillfully guiding the Q&A session and as well as the audience who ask and participate. Now we would like to award Mr. Yuri Asani, SPC, as our moderator with a certificate from our Head of Department of Industrial and Organizational Psychology, Bapak Yus Nugraha, MA Psikolog. I would like to invite you again to the stage.
Thank you, Ms. Aida. Thank you so much, Bung Yuri Asani, for your what we call it skillful. Okay, to manage this discussion. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you as well, Bapak Yus, for giving me this opportunity.
Right.
All right.
Thank you,
Bapak
Ms.
Yus.
Aida.
Yeah, Bapak Yus and Yuri, I would like to take a pictures.
Right.
Okay, I will count down from 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Right.
Okay, I think that's all. Okay, now, so there are 77 participants here. I would like to remind you to fill out our attendance forms provided on the link on the chat box. So you will get e-certificate sent to your email directly. And also, I would like to invite you us to take a pictures again for this closing session. There are 4 slides here, so please, everyone who can turn on your cameras. We have a photo session again. Yeah, okay.
Mbak Yangki.
Halo.
Halo.
Okay.
Hello, Ma'am Alpana.
Hello, good to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your inspiring sharing.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Is there anyone who want to turn on the cameras again? Okay. Okay, I will take a picture for the first slide. Okay, give your best smile. Okay, I will count down from 3, 2, 1. Okay. Once again.
There is a chat, please.
Okay. Okay, we will use a reaction for now. You can use any reaction. I will give the heart. Okay, I'll start the countdown in 3, 2. Okay, okay, can use. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, amazing. Yeah. Okay, we have taken the group photos. So that finish the visiting lecture for today. We would like to thank all the amazing speakers and also moderator, also lecturer, also participants for joining us today. It has been our pleasure to be your master of ceremony. And don't forget to join us again on the visiting lecturer day 2 on Friday at 1 p.m. Indonesian time. Yeah, there will be interesting presentation about work and well-being toward post-pandemic growth by Professor Akira Suda. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for attending. Yeah, thank you for
Thank you, Ibu. Thank you, moderator and MC, and also friends from Pune, India, from US, also so many friends here from many universities around this country. Thank you so much, and we invite you for the next Friday afternoon, right? Okay, thank you so much.
Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you for
Thank you.
inviting.
Right, thank you, Mia.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bye
we
bye.
greatly appreciate your participation. I'm Aida Rahmania signing off and hope to see you again on the visiting lecturer day 2 on Friday. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you,
Waalaikumsalam.
Aida.
Namaste.
Thank you, Ornaisi.
Namaste.
Bye.
Terima
Terima kasih.
Terima
Terima kasih, thank you.
Thank
Namaste.
you. Thank you.
Selamat datang Pak Gimi di ujung nih.
Terima kasih
Oke.
dalam bahasa India apa Pak Yus?
Hah?
Terima kasih dalam bahasa India apa?
Namaste. Bukan itu mah.
Bukan. Namaste mah bukan. Salam.
Peringatan dia
Nei.
Fakultas Psikologi Universitas Pajajaran.
Alright.
Tema Future
Thank you Yuri, Aida, kemudian di belakang ada tim
Yuri sama Aida, well done.
well done. Ayu,
Makasih, Bu.
Bella,
Terima kasih udah hadir, Bu.
Terima kasih udah hadir Bu dan semuanya.
tim belakang pokoknya ya. Terima kasih banyak dan juga kepada teman-teman dari Revio, ada Bu Maya, Bu Lasti, Bu Nurul, Bu Diana. Tadi ada Bang Azhar sama Kiki nggak bisa, ada Ii, Nang Iis juga. Pak Gimi, terima kasih ya semuanya.
Selamat ya Pak Yus.
Ya, ditunggu ya buat Jumat nanti ya.
Ya, insya Allah. Mangga.
Alright.
Mudah-mudahan penuh barokah ya.
Amin, amin.
The Second Pajajaran
Terima kasih,
Psychology
Pak
Conference
Setia.
2021.
Oke.
Nuhun Kang Yus.
Sami-sami ya semuanya ya.
Nuhun, jazakallah.
Oke.
Bye-bye.
Nuhun Pak Yus, pamit ya.
Atur nuhun. Tunggu ya nanti Jumat ya.